Lesbian, author of Perceptions. Perceptions is available at online bookstores such as Amazon and Barnes & Noble. You can get it as a paperback or as an ebook. I don't write page turners. I'm a storyteller. I tell stories about a person who has motives, fears, hopes, and desires. Someone who is flawed and desperately tries to prove themselves as still capable. This is Melody Foray. She became totally blind years ago, a situation that is called no-light perception. She lives within a black space. On days when she can figure out what will happen, she's calm. When unexpected incidents crop up, the black space intimidates her. Her husband divorces her, saying she's not the same person he married. She knows she is. She still wants to become a mother and raise a happy, productive child. When she falls in love with a woman, her chances for having a baby become slimmer. How will she solve her problem? Today I'll read 4 minutes from the third quarter of the book. Q, K-E-W, will be speaking. That's Melody's partner, and they will be talking about the baby Annika. I'm so glad we rescued Annika in time before her potential became thwarted. It takes a lot of time to work with her, but we both work too hard. That's right, but what can I do? I get upset when you spend so much time with Annika. I know you need to do it, but I want you to spend more time with me. I've faced many problems with this diagnosis. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. You've had to endure many exams, treatments, surgery, therapy, and now the chemo. In addition, I have to prove to Jerry and others that to hire a lesbian makes good business sense. Remember the man who wants me fired? I have to teach people about us. Jerry told us she recognizes you as a good worker. You're on the computer a lot, I guess for your work, but we need to spend more time together. The chemo makes me feel weaker than I felt after the surgery, Q said. I comb out huge amounts of hair each day. I hate it. Your job is vital for your clients and for our budget. The baby's development remains vital. I want to be a good mother and raise a happy child. Our relationship isn't any less important. So what in blazes can I do? There's just so much time. I can't work any harder. I pushed myself to the limit. That's it. Q sounded angry and frustrated. Her voice faltered. I remained quiet for a moment. I didn't want her to cry. We both needed to remain calm and reasonable. I wish I knew where I could find a solution. Times like this made me afraid I had failed in our relationship. I know you're doing a fantastic job with your clients, I said after a while. I know the chemo won't last forever. It's hard for both of us right now. Q sighed. We have a common purpose, I added. We have to find a way to make it work so we don't get off course. We still haven't finished the paperwork with the lawyer. You mean our wills? I asked. Well, I think they'll have to wait until our other tasks lighten up. We still need to put in a request for a guide dog for Annika. We'll do that when we have more time. We're too tired to even make love anymore. I know. I had counseled enough people to recognize that the situation was similar to those faced by other young couples. Many struggle to pay a mortgage, be competent in their job, and raise a baby. In addition, I had set myself up for a huge task, being blind and trying to raise a blind child. It was harder than I had expected. I had no idea how to solve this personal situation. I faced failure. Look, I see parents whose kids have serious medical problems, Q continued. This month, I saw the grandparents of a child born to a mother hooked on cocaine. The baby has coke in his system, and it could affect him for the rest of his life. The doctors try to heal the baby. I have to figure out what kind of help the grandparents need when they get custody of the baby. I understand. Your work is important. Tomorrow I'll have my third appointment with the mother of a child born with cerebral palsy. It's hard. I want to do whatever I can. I don't want to fail them. I remembered my new mantra. Offer hope, offer love. Let the love conquer fear. I realized both of us had fears of failure in our work, fears of failure with the baby, fears of failure in our relationship. It all lay in jeopardy. I gave Q a hug and repeated to her the words she had told me many times. We can work it out together. I realized Q felt tired. Sometimes when I felt tired, I needed to get active. That didn't make sense, but it worked. Maybe Q's tiredness was part of the depression the chemo doctor had mentioned. A day trip outdoors to a different location might change that. I knew just the place. That's all for today.